You gotta backwash the sand filter for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Make sure it's getting all clean. I got Betsy doing her thing again, making sure we get a good cleaning. I've put shock in here to make sure we get our final shock treatment before we close up the pool. I've already scrubbed the sidewalls, so we should be good on the sidewalls, but Betsy's gonna do her thing one last time for this season. It's really cold. I think the water's like 50 degrees and Betsy's still going. She's still plugging away. She's amazing. Again, backwashing for a good 20 to 30 minutes, making sure all the sand inside my sand filter gets cleaned up. What I'll be doing is I'll be bringing this into my laundry room so it stays warm. It doesn't freeze. All the hoses are going inside as well. The skimmer basket will stay out, but I'll be taking that hose down. This is the shock I like to use. These are the pucks I get from Menards. Everything from Menards because they have the best price and it gets rid of algicide. There's algicide in it, so it has everything. You don't have to worry about anything else. All right, I want to take a minute to talk about a pool pillow. So the reason why you get a pool pillow is because we all know when water turns into ice, it expands, right? So that's what a pool pillow comes in. It is not to keep the water from accumulating on the top of the tarp. It is to prevent the water that turns into ice from expanding against the sidewalls of your pool. So I have a 21-foot pool and I went overboard and I got the biggest pillow I could find that was at a reasonable price. I got a 4-foot by 8-foot, but I will be throwing this on top of the pool and there's rope and stuff like that to keep it in place. So that way the water doesn't expand on the outside and goes towards the walls. It'll expand towards the pillow and it'll go up. So it's not to keep water from accumulating on top of the tarp. That's what most people think this is for. That's not what it's for. It is to keep it on top of the water so the water will expand towards the pillow, preventing too much pressure on the sidewalls. I'll be filling it up with this little thing. It is so cute. It's like the smallest little like air fill, you know, it fills up our pool inflatables and all kinds of stuff, and it comes with a little light and you just turn it on. It's perfect. And it has an inlet, which is you want to take the water or the air out of the inflatable, or this is an outlet, which the air goes in here. It comes with a lot of different adapters. That way you can fill up all different size inflatables and things like that. And this will help fill up my pool pillow. It is amazing. We can put the pool toys away really easily in the winter by deflating it really fast. And it just takes a C charger. So it is amazing. It also has a little light on it. Oh, isn't that cute? It comes with this nice little bag. So I just keep it in the shed and I think I have to charge it like maybe once or twice a season. And it holds a charge for a long time. So I love this toy. I will be also posting a link to the pool pillow and to that inflatable, it's like an air pump or something like that. But I love that air pump. It has saved me so much time. And it's so tiny compared to the other ones I used to have, and I had to plug it in, and I can bring this anywhere. I can bring it camping. I can do a lot of things with this. So I love it. All right, I'll be back with more. So I let the sand filter run for a good 20 minutes, half hour. It looks like I got most of it down as low as I could go. So we got to get it below where the water comes in and out. So we're just a little bit of ways. So right now we're using a hose. And of course, Rosie's trying to touch the hose. But anyways, we have a hose that we use to drain, and luckily we have a sewer that's back there. So I put it in the sewer. And we'll be back. I still have my pucks here. I'm gonna be taking those out, but I have those. This one's got granules in it, which is the shock to help get it out. I don't know why it's sitting outside. I'm gonna go fix that. Okay, so I'm starting to disconnect. Of course, the day I want to close it, you know, all these leaves are falling in here. Oh well. That's because the skimmer was working so well. Well, anyways, I'm gonna clean those out before I do anything. But I'm disconnecting all of these lines right here. And I have decided I'm not going to go this low. I'm just going to go this low just to kind of save some, because I was going to try to cover this, but I think we'll be okay just because there's no outlet there. And then I'm going to disconnect this. Perfect, so we'll be ready. I'm going to take this out too. Put this in my pocket so I don't lose it. All right, so this is going to be the sand filter. So I'm bringing this into my laundry room. So what we gotta do is we gotta empty it all out of water so that way we can actually carry it. So I need to just have that kind of sit like this and let it trickle out. Put that there. And then this, I'm going to disconnect it. Get this up. I'm gonna need 2 hands. Your final video. This is how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be loose on top. I'll accumulate some water, but we will deal with that in the spring. I heard that you can get some pumps that you can like lay on top to get the water off, most of it off. But it's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be loose. We got a 20-foot pool and I got a 21-foot cover. But see how it's like in there? There's no way it's gonna fly out. Hopefully we get it in there. We'll see what happens. So it's our first time doing this. We'll see what happens in the spring, but I think it's our first time when we did this in the dark, y'all. So it's kind of tough. And we did have a little extra over here, but we want it over there because that's where that skimmer is anyway. So we want to make sure it's always covered during the winter. And then we're bringing the pump and we're going to put it in our laundry room for the winter. Easy. I think it wasn't that bad. It did take like a whole day though, I felt like. And it was like a couple days because it took time for me to get Paul, both of us together on the same schedule to do the cover. But I think we'll be happy.